Hi everyone, and welcome back to Sonya's Prep. It's another school year. I can't believe the summer is almost over and we're doing this all over again. So I hope this back to school for the year 2023-2024 is going to go smoothly for all of us. So join me here today and I'll show you how I'm getting ready myself, my family, my home for the upcoming school year. I always like to start our back to school prep with restocking our fridge, our freezer, and our pantry. So we definitely got a lot of snack items, some chicken, some fruits and vegetables, as you'll see, some milk and eggs. And I think that is just a very good start to prepping yourself for the new school year. And the kids are definitely getting very excited. They're seeing all the snacks and they cannot wait to help out, as you see. So they're very big helpers. They're bringing everything inside of the home. And I decided to put everything on the dining room table just to show you exactly what we got. We did a huge shopping haul from Costco. These are the few items that we got. The rest are already put away. We also got like a huge bag of onions and potatoes and a whole bag of bottled water. Our kids love these mangoes, so do I actually. We just leave them on the windowsill and they get nice and ripe and delicious. We got tons of bananas. Now it's back to school. My kids love snacking on them. I want to make banana muffins with the rest of them that I have. Lemons, parchment paper, oil spray. I ran out of that. These granola bars are a favorite of ours also for lunches and snacks. I do get sometimes their chickens. So I have their Cornish broiler chickens, their drumsticks. I have 2 packages of those. I love Costco's garlic, so I get a whole bag of them. Their avocados, and of course avocado oil because I love cooking with it. Then with Ziploc bags, I got a whole assortment of them because they're just good for everything. I use them whenever I need them for anything. Of course, snacks, because it's back to school, so we got a whole assortment of that. I got some chocolate chip cookies for them, some Pringles, and some more Ziploc bags I see over there. Veggie sticks, Pirate's Booty, and the Skinny Pop popcorn. So this is a very good start for our back to school, I guess, shopping haul. So we are going to be putting everything away now. A few minutes later, I was looking for my son and I found him in the pantry putting away all the snacks. I didn't even ask him to do it, but it's so cute that they get really excited about the new supplies and the new snacks. And he actually just wanted to put everything away and it was so cute. I personally find it very hard to find any kind of bars without nuts or seeds, and my kids' schools are nut and seed free. So I find that Costco has these right here that you saw me put in. So I really enjoy buying them. They taste good and they're full of good stuff. So I'm very happy to get it. All the other snacks I'm going to be quickly putting away. I also did a Target shop, but I had it all delivered. I got some cereals. We really don't eat that much cereal. Mostly I try to make something ahead of time for them to have for breakfast. But these Captain Crunch ones are actually my favorite. I'm like a big kid inside. So I got some of those for myself. But the kids do enjoy it. And I like to have something in the home for them to have a quick snack or a quick breakfast, because like I said, when my kids go to school, I go to school I go to work because I'm a school nurse. So I like for them to have something accessible if they are running late and they just need a quick bite to eat. I also did get some more snacks, as you see from Target, these Chex Mix and the Ritz crackers. So I know every single family is very different with the kinds of snacks or the amount of snacks that they give to their children, but my kids have a really long day. My oldest is going to be in school until almost 6 o'clock. By the time he comes home, it's going to be 5:36. So he has a very long day ahead of him. And although I give them fruits and veggies and cheese sticks and yogurts, they just need more than that to hold them over. So I don't mind giving my kids these types of snacks once in a while. So as you see, our cereal section is running pretty bare. I'm going to be taking everything out and cleaning everything up because it is quite a mess.
I'm going to be wiping everything down and filling up the cereal boxes and placing them away. Now I also want to restock all of my bags. These come in very handy in the school year for me. I do have these reusable type bags, but they just never work that great for me, unfortunately. For those of you that can make it work, that is amazing, good for you. But I just find that these are very helpful for little kids to manage, and it just works great. I love these pre-made like storage bins also. They're so great. I used to have these all these boxes in here, and they would never be symmetrical, but this is just beautiful, very nice looking. So now that is all set and done, and I love how it looks. I'll link this in my Amazon storefront if you guys are interested. I'm also super excited about this whiteboard calendar that I got. I basically write down my kids' schedules and my dinner ideas for the day. I'm going to be highlighting it. I'm waiting for new markers to come in, so that's why it looks a little bit not so neat. But basically this is just a way for me to jot down so I'm aware of everyone's schedule, because it's a lot to keep track of. And this way my husband knows, and the kids also like to look at this, and they're like, oh, this is what we're having for dinner, or this is the schedule. Because I don't know about you guys, but my kids don't have full days until after Labor Day. So we're all finishing camp, I think, this week, and I am getting ready to start prepping for the school year. I just made a digital download to help my kids stay on track with their morning routine and their night routine. I'm going to put this into a sheet protector or laminate it even, put all of my kids' names on it, and they can get this done and they can have some playtime. So I'm really excited about this. If you want to know, if you want to download this as well, I'll have the Etsy shop linked for you if you're interested. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, then you already heard about this. It's a digital download that I created and put up on my Etsy shop. Thank you for all of you who've already purchased it. I'm so excited that you did that. And by the way, for all of you who got my Rosh Hashanah ebook, thank you for making it a bestseller on Etsy. I am so super excited. Now, instead of me constantly nudging my kids and asking them if they accomplish what they need to accomplish, they just know that they have to check off all of those things on their list so that they can get free time or play time or video time. So it takes me whining and annoying them out, and they just know that they have to concentrate on getting the things checked off, and I'm no longer the villain, if you know what I mean. They just know that they have to do it. So this is what it looks like when it's actually done. It's really beautiful and colorful and really engaging for little kids. I wrote each child's name at the very top, and I put it into a protective cover. I would have preferred to laminate it just because I think it's just nicer, but this works really well and it's cheaper. So I just use a sheet protector, and they just have to take an erasable marker and they check everything off. It's reusable. You wipe it off at the end of the day so they could start fresh the next day, and it works great. I've implemented this a few years back, and then I guess jumped off the wagon, but it worked really well because I wasn't the one nudging them. They would run to me, show me this before they wanted to do something special, and when I saw that everything was completed, I let them do what they wanted. So I highly recommend it. Another thing that I really needed to get were some laundry baskets, especially for my little one. He doesn't have one in his room, so he's only 4, so he needs like encouragement to place dirty things into his laundry bin. So I got a few of those. My method for getting their clothes ready for the new school year is basically going through their closet, making sure that they have what they need. I start off with their shoes, just making sure that they have the appropriate sized sneakers and boots and school shoes for the school year. I check their sizes. Whatever is too small for them, I will be putting away, and whatever I need to order, I'll place an order for them. This is the setup for now. On the lowest shelf, I keep things handy for the current for the current year. So right now he has shorts and t-shirts on the bottom that he can easily access in the morning. This will all get changed over once the school year starts. These are all of his pants, school pants, and his shirts. He actually doesn't have any polos, which he needs for the school year. So I'm jotting that down, and I'm going to be placing an order later today for those things. For my oldest, he does have these polos. I'm going to be going through them one by one, making sure they're not stained, making sure that they are the appropriate size for him because he has grown. And whatever I need to order again, I'll be placing into that very same order. So I spend about 30 minutes going through everyone's closet, doing this kind of check, placing my order, and that'll be out of the way. So I did go through everyone's closets as you just saw. I ordered the polo shirts for my boys, and now today we also went shopping for my oldest daughter for her 6th grade uniforms. So I got her a bunch of things. They didn't have all of the skirts in stock, so I just placed an order online. It's crazy expensive, guys. Really, really crazy expensive. But at least all of these things is going to be handed down to my younger daughter. So that at least makes me feel a little bit better. Now it's time to tackle the dreaded supply list. I mean, the kids always have such a fun time packing it. I lay it out for them, and we print out their list for the school year, and they bring in their book bags, and we put everything inside of it. Before you go shopping, make sure you take inventory of what you already have in your house so that you're not buying things that you don't need unless they are on sale. These are things that I bought on sale previously. When I see a good bargain, I do stock up on it, and I had this in my house. So I'm gonna go through each of my kids' lists one by one and see what else I need to buy, compile a list, and place that in my order as well. This is actually an organizational container that was in my girls' bathroom where they had all of their hair ties. So never throw out any organizational things. You can always repurpose them for something else. So as you see here, I have everything sorted out just to make my life easier as the parent. I have a scissor for them, glue stick, pen, a tape, sharpener, and even places for me to write a note. So this is really cool to have. I'm going to just keep it in a safe place so that whenever they get home from school, I'll be able to lay this out and they'll be able to easily grab things. It just makes homework time so much smoother for us very, very busy moms. Another thing that I like to do is batch cook my breakfast because I'm usually not home when my kids are awake and they're going on the school bus. So I prefer to make a big batch of pancakes or waffles, put it together so that my husband can easily heat it up for them. So I know this is not going to last me too long, but I just feel guilty as a mom that my kids don't see me in the morning. So I'm going to make yogurt pancakes, which you see quite often on my channel. We have 2 cups of regular plain yogurt here, 2 cups of flour, about 4 tablespoons of oil. Really, this should be done with butter, but I was too lazy to heat up my butter and use a pan, so I'm just using oil this time. I have 4 eggs over here, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to use about 1 tablespoon of vanilla, but I'll have all of this written down for you in the description box. First thing that I'm going to be doing is adding in all of my wet ingredients.
into the bowl first, and then I'm gonna add in my dry. So the yogurt went in with the 4 eggs, as well as the vanilla extract and the oil or butter. I'm gonna give everything a good mix. Now that all of the ingredients are in there, I'm gonna be adding in a 1/4 cup of sugar in the raw. You could really use whichever kind of sugar you like or omit it completely.
I mixed all of the other dry ingredients like the baking soda, baking powder, salt, and the flour really well, and then I added it to the wet mixture.
So I put in a little pat of butter, and I'm going to start frying up some pancakes with half the batter, and with the other half of the batter I'm going to make some waffles. So these pancakes are super fluffy and soft, very delicious. I definitely recommend you making it, and I don't feel so bad giving it to the kids because they're full of protein from the yogurt. So good.
Another great freezer breakfast, like make ahead breakfast type of thing, is making some French toast. So I have some leftover challahs here that I just added to a mixture of eggs, milk, cinnamon, and sugar. And after I let them soak for a bit, I place them on the griddle with some butter, and the kids absolutely enjoy eating this as well. So again, I'll let that completely cool and place them into some freezer bags and pop them in the freezer for easy access.
Now that all of the pancakes and waffles are cooked up, I separate them into layers with parchment paper or wax paper because they tend to stick to one another if they're frozen, just clumped up all together. And then I'm going to be taking out all of the air and zipping them up. I already did it here. I took out as much of the air as possible, and I'm going to freeze it flat. And to defrost it, all I'm going to do is take it out the night before and leave it in my fridge to thaw out, and my husband can either warm it up on the skillet or in the toaster oven. Now moving on to the whole entire school lunch situation. I did purchase these last year, so these are for my little ones, and these are bigger. They're for my big ones. They just have bigger, I guess, little, what are they called? Little subdivisions. And I have the thermoses. I chose, because we keep milk and meat separate in our home, so I chose to keep the thermoses meat. So anything that we had with meat, I will be able to put into the thermoses, and anything that's dairy or parve, which is neither dairy nor meaty, can go into these bento boxes. And so I'm all set for that. I don't have to purchase anything else. Now I'm going to show you my lunch boxes. I just want to make sure I have one for everyone. Yeah, so I have to reorganize this whole section, but this is where we keep all of our lunch boxes. Okay, this definitely looks a lot better. I have one for each of my kids,
and I have ones for Shy and myself as well, so we are all set for that. So by going through these little checks, I'm just ensuring for a much smoother transition to the new school year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video with all of my tips and tricks of how I try to stay on top of things for the upcoming school year. If you enjoyed it, I would so appreciate if you would give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Until next time, happy prepping and happy new school year from my family to yours.